Are you thinking of buying pre-construction but overwhelmed by the closing costs? Well, don't worry. In this video, I'll reveal all the hidden costs that are associated with a pre-construction purchase on closing, as well as give you insider tips on how to save tens of thousands on closing costs. If you're an investor, at the end, I'll share a bonus tip on how to save big on closing. Hi, my name is Sid Sir from Team Sir Real Estate, helping clients with buying, selling, leasing, investing, as well as pre-construction condos. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe for all things real estate related. Now, before we get into the closing costs, keep in mind that pre-construction has two closings: interim occupancy and final closing. Interim occupancy is when the building is deemed safe to move into, however, the condo corp hasn't formed and the building has not yet registered with the city. During this time, you'll be paying occupancy fees, which I'll cover in another video. Final closing is when the condo corp is formed and the title is transferred over to your name and you have to get a mortgage. At this time, your lawyer will reach out to you with a statement of adjustments with all your closing costs. With that said, let's get into the closing costs. For the purpose of this video, I'll be using an example of a one-bedroom condo priced at $650,000. First up, you've got the land transfer tax, which will make up the biggest chunk of your closing costs. Now, if you're in Toronto, you have to pay two land transfer taxes, municipal and provincial. And if you're a first-time home buyer, you do get a rebate. In our example, this will amount to about $18,000. Land transfer tax does depend on your purchase price and works on a sliding scale. And in the description, I'll link a land transfer tax calculator. Next, you've got development charges. Now, these are charges that are passed from the city to the developer and on to you, the purchaser. These are fees used to build infrastructure around the development to account for additional residents moving in. Typical development charges for one-bedroom condos are between $12,000 and $15,000, and for two bedrooms, around $15,000 to $18,000. Now, you want to make sure that these development charges are capped. Always make sure to consult a pre-construction lawyer to ensure that all of these development charges are capped. Which brings me to the next fees, which are legal fees. You'll need to get a lawyer in order to transfer title over to your name and complete the transaction. Typical lawyer fees are around $1,500 to $2,000 on the high end. Next up, you've got Tarion Warranty Enrollment Fee. Every new home or condo in Ontario is required to be under the Tarion Warranty Program, which covers you up to 7 years. The cost of this enrollment fees depends on your purchase price, which I'll also link in the description so you can find out the exact amount for your purchase price. In our example, this will be around $1,200. Next up, we've got park levies, community improvement, education, and art levies. These are separate from development charges. You can budget around $6,000 for this. Next up, you've got the reserve fund contribution. You're expected to pay equal to 2 months of common expenses, a one-time contribution to account for the reserve fund in case of unexpected or major repairs. You can budget around $1,200 for this. Next up, you've got utility installation, connection, and energization fee. These are fees for the builder to hook up the meters, gas, hydro, water, etc. And this can be around $2,000. Next, you've got realty taxes. Now, this is based on 0.75 to 1% of your purchase price, and the builder has the right to collect an estimated amount of these taxes for the calendar year and possibly the subsequent year. Once your taxes are assessed, you must provide your assessed taxes to the builder for readjustment. You can budget around $5,000 for this. And then you've got some smaller fees like builder's discharge of mortgage fees, check replacement fees, utility security deposit, and other miscellaneous fees, which you can budget for around $1,000. Now, if you are an investor, you do need to pay HST on closing in the amount of $24,000, since the builder has already claimed the HST rebate on the purchase price when you first purchased the unit. However, you do get that $24,000 back as long as you rent out your unit for 1 year and provide proof of lease to the CRA. You can expect to get your $24,000 rebate back within 6 to 8 weeks of filing that application. And that wraps it up for the closing costs. The total amount comes out to around $48,850. Now, although that sum may sound like a lot, keep in mind with pre-construction, you do have time to save for your deposit as well as closing costs, so do be mindful when you are accounting and saving up. So it's always good to know how much you need to save when you're purchasing one. Also keep in mind that this may not be the exact amount of closing costs for your purchase. Every purchase can be different according to your purchase agreement and your agreement of purchase and sale. So always make sure to contact a prudent pre-construction lawyer who can outline exactly how much closing costs you can expect to pay on closing. Here at Team Suitor, we ensure all of our clients' APSs, Agreement of Purchase and Sales, are reviewed by some of the best pre-construction lawyers in the city, and we do this for our clients at no cost. And that wraps it up. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and comment if you found some value in this video, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, take care.